I never expected to fall for my roommate. But when Liam Donovan walked into our shitty apartment wearing nothing but low-slung sweatpants, his abs glistening from his morning run, I nearly choked on my cereal. "Morning, Jay," he grinned, ruffling his damp hair. I forced my eyes away from the water droplets trailing down his chest. "You're dripping on the floor." He smirked, leaning against the counter so close I could smell his sweat, musky, salty, dangerous. "You're staring!" I shoved him away, but my face burned. Liam had been my best friend since college. We'd been through hangovers, breakups, and even that one time we got drunk and almost kissed. But we'd never crossed that line, until he showed up. Friday nights were for cheap drinks and bad decisions. I was halfway through my vodka cranberry when he slid into the seat beside me, tall, dark-haired, with a smirk that screamed trouble. "You look like you could use something stronger," he purred, pushing a whiskey toward me. I arched a brow. "And you are?" "Kai." His fingers brushed mine as I took the glass. "Visiting from out of town." His touch sent a spark straight to my core. Liam chose that moment to return from the bathroom. His black eyes darkened when he saw Kai's hand lingering near mine. "Problem?" Kai challenged, not moving. The air between them crackled. I took a slow sip of whiskey, watching them. Oh, this was going to be fun. Kai didn't just flirt, he devoured. By midnight, his hand was on my thigh under the table, his thumb tracing slow circles that made my breath hitch. Liam's jaw clenched. "Jay, we should go." Kai leaned in, his lips brushing my ear. "Or you could come back to my hotel." His voice was pure sin. "I'll make it worth your while." Heat pooled low in my stomach. Liam stood abruptly, his chair scraping. "Jayla." I looked between them. Liam, my best friend, the safe choice, and Kai, the stranger who promised everything else. I stood, and followed Kai out the door. The second the door closed, Kai pinned me against it. "Tell me to stop," he murmured, his breath hot on my neck. I grabbed his collar and pulled him down to me. His kiss was filthy, all tongue and teeth and possessive hands sliding under my dress. He lifted me effortlessly, my legs wrapping around his waist as he carried me to the bed. "You're fucking gorgeous," he growled, ripping my panties aside. I gasped as his fingers found me, already wet. "Kai!" "Say it again," he demanded, thrusting 2 fingers inside me. I moaned his name, arching against him. Then my phone buzzed. "Liam, you okay?" Kai smirked, kissing down my stomach. "Ignore him." And I did. Sunlight streamed through the curtains as I stretched, sore in the best way. Kai traced my bare hip. "Round 2?" I laughed, but my phone buzzed again. "Liam, we need to talk." Guilt twisted in my gut. Kai sat up, his dark eyes serious. "You're not his." But as I walked home later, Liam's hurt expression haunted me, and when I opened our apartment door, he was waiting, shirtless, furious, and right there. "Did you sleep with him?" he demanded. I lifted my chin. "Yes." Something wild flashed in his eyes. Then he kissed me. The sunlight streaming through my apartment window felt like an accusation. Liam's kiss still burned on my lips, his confession echoing in my ears. "I wanted to. Every damn day." I pressed my fingers to my mouth, still tasting him. My best friend, my roommate, the guy who'd seen me through breakups and bad haircuts. My phone buzzed. "Kai, miss me yet?" Attached was a photo of his hotel bed. Rumpled sheets, the indent of my body still visible. My stomach flipped. Liam was cooking breakfast when I emerged. Shirtless, of course. "You okay?" he asked, his voice carefully neutral. The smell of pancakes, my favorite, filled the kitchen. Guilt twisted in my gut. "We need to talk about last night," I said. He turned off the stove. "No, we don't." A muscle jumped in his jaw. It was a mistake. The words stung more than they should have. I found Kai at the same bar, smirking like he knew I'd come. "Took you long enough," he purred, pulling me onto his lap. His hands found my hips instantly, possessive. "I can't stay," I lied. His teeth grazed my earlobe. Liar. 1 tequila shot turned into 3. His hotel room turned into our second night together, this time slower, hungrier, like he was memorizing me. Afterward, as we lay tangled in sweaty sheets, he surprised me. "Tell me about him," Kai murmured against my shoulder. I stiffened. "Liam? The way you looked when you said his name just now?" Kai chuckled darkly. "That's why I'm gonna win." Liam was waiting when I got home. "You're choosing him." Not a question. My throat tightened. "It's not that simple." "It is." He stepped closer, his familiar scent wrapping around me. "But answer me this. When you imagine your future, is it his face you see when you wake up?" The truth hit me like a punch. It was Kai's smirk. In the morning light. Kai's hands pulling me back to bed. Kai's voice growling mine in the dark. Tears burned my eyes as I reached for Liam. "I'm so—" He caught my wrist. "Don't. Just go." Liam's kiss wasn't gentle. It was claiming, hot, desperate, his hands gripping my hips hard enough to bruise as he backed me against the door, the taste of coffee and anger on his tongue. "You let him touch you," he growled against my lips, fingers digging into my thighs as he lifted me. My legs wrapped around him instinctively. "You never—" I wanted to. His teeth scraped my neck. Every damn day. The confession tore through me. I'd imagined this 100 times, Liam's strong hands, his quiet intensity finally unleashed. But now, my phone buzzed in my pocket. Kai. Liam froze. The spell shattered. Kai found me at the bar again 3 nights later. "You're avoiding me," he murmured, sliding into my booth, his knee pressing between mine. I didn't pull away. "It's complicated," his smirk faded. "Because of him." The jealousy in his voice sent a thrill through me. Kai leaned in, lips brushing my ear. "Let me remind you how good we are together." His hand slid up my thigh. One night, no strings. I should have said no. But when his teeth nipped my earlobe, I whispered yes. Liam was waiting when I crept home at 3 a.m., Kai's scent still on my skin. His blue eyes burned in the dark. "Choose." My heart pounded. Liam, who knew my favorite song, my nightmares, the way I took my coffee, steady, safe. Kai, who made my body sing with just a look, wild, addictive. I opened my mouth. The doorbell rang. Kai stood there, shirtless, holding my forgotten panties. "You left something." Liam's fist connected with his jaw before I could blink. They were a blur of fists and fury, Liam's disciplined strength against Kai's street-smart brutality. "Stop!" I screamed, wedging myself between them. Kai wiped blood from his lip, grinning. "Tell me you don't want this." Liam's chest heaved. "Jayla." I looked at them, both panting, both wanting, and made my choice. 1 year later, the apartment smells like coffee and sex. Liam kisses my shoulder as he passes me a mug. "Morning." Across the room, Kai smirks from the rumpled sheets. "Round 2?" I sip my coffee, hiding a smile. Turns out, I didn't have to choose.